When having a problem like this where you have a negative subtracted to a negative, or a negative added to a negative, then it's easy. You just need to put zeros as your placeholders that are after the decimal, and then just simply add. And then bring your negatives down to get this as your answer. Okay, so now we're subtracting decimals. So again, we use zeros as our placeholders, and you just simply subtract. So 9, borrow, and so make sure you bring your decimal down and see your answer. The multiplication problem is 4.02 times 0.7. First, you want to write it vertically. You do not have to align the decimals with each other. Then, you solve like a normal multiplication problem. Now, you take the numbers behind the decimals, so that is 1, 2, and 3, since they are behind the decimals. So now this one's 2 plus 3, To solve this problem, it is very simple. The first thing that you will need to do is write it differently. So 1.06 minus 0.2, and use your zeros as placeholders, and subtract and borrow, which makes it 0.86. To solve a problem like this, we need to cancel out 5.8. So what we do is, to cancel out subtraction, we do addition. So we add 5.8 to that, which cancels them out. And so whatever we have to do to this number, we have to do to that number. So we're going to add 5.8, which makes 10, 7. Make sure you drag your decimal down so it's 7 equally. And to check this answer, what you could do is put 7 minus 5.8 and see answer is 1.2, which it is. To do this problem, you are going to do, to cancel the addition out, and you do that by making a subtraction. 3.1 cancels each other out, and you go minus 3.91, and then so now you can do your subtraction. And then you can check your answer like we did in the previous video. With this question, you are doing multiplication, which is the same. So to do this, you have to... Okay, so to cancel out multiplication, you have to do division. So we are going to divide 1.2, which cancels each other out. And so now we have to divide this by 1.2. So now we're going to do our division. Put 1.44 there, negative 1.2. And now you're going to move your decimal so there's no decimal. And so it goes in once. And it makes 12. So now your answer is 24. And you could try it by multiplying. And to do this problem, you have to multiply. So you have to multiply 8.2. So what we're going to do is multiply 8.2 right here, because these cancel each other out. So it's going to be 8.2 times 0.6, and that would get you to 49. So n equals 49, or 4 and 92 hundredths. Our first question is 6 over 15 plus 3 over 15. So it's easy because these already are common denominators. So all we have to do is show our work and put 3 plus 6 plus 3 over 15, which would equal 9/15. And we always have to simplify our answer, so we're going to divide those both by 3 to get 3 over 5. And so your answer is 3 over 5. So now we have 21 over 24 minus 1/2. And since this is 1/2, what we could do is we could go 2 times. So we could put the factors of 2, and that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 14, 16, 18, and 20, 22, 24. So now, since we see 24, and that is the 12th number, we are going to multiply the top by 12. So then we're going to multiply by 12, and that equals 12 and 20. So now we are going to clear everything off. So now that we know that 2 can go into 24 12 times, we are going to multiply 12, and we get 12 24ths, as I said earlier. And now we are going to subtract, so it would be 21 24ths minus 12 24ths, and then we show that we're subtracting, so it would be 21 minus 12, which equals 9. We would put 24, and our answer is 9 over 24, which could be simplified into 3. So then that would make it 3/8. And that is your final answer. We are going to multiply 1/4 by negative 2/3. So what we first are going to do is write our problem out like this. Because you need to multiply this number by this number, and this number by this number. So we're going to do by 2, and then 4 times 3. So now you could just multiply 2 12, and now you just divide by 2. That would equal 1 6. To solve 3/4 divided by 6, you have to remember K, C, F. And with this, you could, so you keep this number, so you write 3/4, then you change this into a multiplication fact, and then you flip these two numbers, which is going to be 7 6. Then you have to change this number to a proper fraction, which makes it 1 and 1 6. So now you're going to do 3/4 times, not. Okay, so when you're solving this, you need to remember K, C, F. And with that, so you keep this number, so it's going to be 3/4. Then you change this from division to multiplication, and then you flip these numbers, so it's 7 6. And then now you just simply 3 times 7 and 4 times 6. Sorry, 4 times 6. So now we're going to divide out. And so it's going to be divide by 3. So 1 and 2. And now you're going to divide 7 and 8. And that is your answer. To solve this problem, you are going to need to you need to do what can cancel out addition, so that is subtraction. So it's minus 1 6, and then you need to do the same that you do for this problem to the answer. So you do minus 1 6, So this cancels each other out. And, okay, so now you do 5, 6 minus 1, 6 equals 4, 6. And then simplify, simplify your answer. So that makes 2/3. So m equals 2/3. To do subtraction, you need to cancel that by addition. So we are going to add 1/5, and whatever we do to this number, we have to do to the answer, as we said before. So 1/5, and then so now it's n equals 3/5 plus 1/5 equals 4/5. So n equals 4/5. For multiplication, you need to do the reciprocal of what you're multiplying it by, and so the reciprocal is 5 ones, which cancels each other out. So we're trying to figure out what's x, so you can put your multiplication sign there. And so now you have to do 4 times 5, 1. So you could do 4 ones. So it would be 4/1 times 5, 1. So this would equal 20. So that would be, the answer would be 20. To solve another multiplication problem, you are going to do the same and find the reciprocal, so that's 6, and now we have to do that to the answer. So it's 1 half times 1 6. And so for this we could do 1/12, and that's your answer.